sprint.
And across the country, you saw big wins from Democrats with some conservative positions. So do the Democrats need to move right of center to win in 2008? We're joined again by Republican strategist Brad Blakeman and also Democratic strategist Cliff Schecter. Cliff, first to you. We just heard from Joe Lieberman. What does it say about his win over Lamont, about conservative Democrats? Is this the trend, Cliff?
Well, first of all, that was a three-person race, and Joe Lieberman effectively muddied the waters, spending the whole end of the campaign lying about his position, essentially, on Iraq, and saying he was much more where Lamont was. No, this doesn't say anything. This is a Republican talking point. I can go through person by person. There are some Democrats who have some more socially conservative positions because they come from certain rural areas that are more socially conservative. But they're all against the Iraq war, and this is the most economically progressive group of Democrats. Heath Schuler, who the Republicans are throwing out there right now, held a conference the other day with Sherrod Brown to talk about how we should renegotiate and get rid of NAFTA and trade deals. You've got John Yarmuth, who's elected in Kentucky, Jerry McInerney in California, talking about universal health care.
Let me interrupt you, Cliff. Let me show, because we just put up a screen of Heath Schuler. Let me go through his background, because it is pretty interesting. This is the guy, this is the Democrat from North Carolina. He opposes abortion, supports Second Amendment. If the Democrats want to win the South and other places that are historically red states, Brad, do they need to put up people like Heath Schuler?
But Rita, it's very important to note his economic progressivism.
Let me go to Brad.
Cliff drank an extra portion of the Kool-Aid today because listen to what he said about Joe Lieberman. Called him a liar. I mean, Joe Lieberman was the standard bearer of his party, one heartbeat away from the president if elected. They eat their own. What they don't realize is
because you guys are nice to Lincoln Chafee, right? You guys are terrific to Lincoln Chafee and Arlen Specter. Don't lie like that, Brad. Give me a break.
Listen to what
Give me a break.
Joe Lieberman said.
Give me a break.
ID, an independent Democrat. And what the folks who got elected on last Tuesday are CDs. They're conservative Democrats. And the Democrats are going to have a hard time hurting those cats.
They were not
because
conservative
they're more
Democrats.
conservative.
Brad,
they're more conservative than Nancy Pelosi in the leadership.
You obviously don't understand economic issues. I can explain it to you if you'd like. Can I explain it to you? See, Heath Schuler is against free trade. Do you get that? Sherrod Brown is against free trade. Do you get that? Bernie Sanders is a socialist. Do you understand that? Jim Webb has said that we need to get rid of, we need to lower taxes on the middle class and raise them on the upper brackets. People like you, Brad, and your party.
Let me put up Brad Ellsworth, you guys. Let me put up Brad Ellsworth. Brad Ellsworth was elected to Congress in, was it Indiana, right?
He's an economic progressive, too.
Good point. Let me show the rest of his background, though, because you bring up a good point there, Cliff. He also opposes abortion, opposes same-sex marriage, supports Second Amendment. Is this the kind of guy, though, who can be seen as sort of a conciliator, a moderator to reach both sides of the aisle?
Absolutely. Look, Harry Reid is pro-life. Harry Reid was for a flag-burning amendment. The thing with the Democratic Party is we really are a big tent, unlike the Republicans, which is where if you don't slavishly go over to the far right, they kick you out of the party. As he brings up Joe Lieberman. Let's see, Arlen Specter, Lincoln Chafee. Arlen Specter, Lincoln Chafee. How many guys have you tried to primary out of there? The truth is, on social issues, because Democrats come from different regions of the country, they have different beliefs. On economic issues, you've got guys who are against this ridiculous corporatist free trade that Brad, I'm sure, loves and falls asleep dreaming about every night. You've got Democrats who are against.
I'm dreaming of a quick commercial break.